Have you ever felt snackish, but you're not really hungry? You're feeling an urge to eat or munch like there's some kind of underlying something just gnawing at you. And the only thing you can think to do is grab a handful of something. The Cheez-Its are calling your name, but you just ate lunch like an hour ago, so how do you know if this is true hunger or if something else is going on? Well, in this video, I'm gonna help you get to the bottom of that snackish feeling that's posing as hunger. Hey friends, if you're new here, my name is Christina, and on this channel, I talk about lean eating skills and the psychology of behavior change while keeping the fun in life. Keep watching and subscribe to this channel to find out how to confidently navigate those snacking gremlins in the future. So you want a snack, what do you do? Before we get into all the steps, let's just first check in to see if you're physically hungry. Physical hunger is something you feel in your upper abdomen. It's this hollow sensation that builds up over time. Some people describe a growling feeling in their stomach. If you're not feeling any of those signs, there's a good chance that you're actually not experiencing physical hunger. When we aren't eating for physical reasons, that means you're eating for emotional reasons, which could be a number of different things. So take a moment to check in with yourself. Can you identify what emotion you're feeling? Identifying emotions is difficult for the majority of people I talk to, including myself. Why is it so difficult for humans to name their emotions outside of happy, sad, angry? Not that those are wrong, but we can get a little bit more specific. One of my favorite tools to share with my clients is the feelings wheel, which was developed by Dr. Gloria Wilcox in 1982, but it's used by many practitioners and humans alike just to help us get better at this skill of identifying our emotions. I've linked the image in the description below. Try to take a look through these colorful and more specific descriptions of what you might be feeling to check in with yourself. What's really behind the urge to reach for a handful of something? Sometimes we're looking to start feeling something, relief, pleasure, while other times we're trying to stop feeling something, stress, boredom, insecurity. This might be a little uncomfortable. That's okay, especially if you are new to this. The second step I encourage you to try when you're feeling snackish is to make space for that emotion. Be kind to yourself. It's normal to have these emotions in the situation you're in. For example, are you way behind at work because you're short-staffed and you feel totally overwhelmed and overworked? Are you finally getting a break after a long day of being a parent and you're exhausted and you finally get some me time? Try asking yourself if you can allow those feelings to be there for a few minutes, judgment-free. Next, I want you to pay attention to your thoughts. Sometimes it can be helpful to imagine yourself taking a step back and watching your thoughts scroll through your mind as if you're sitting on a train and watching the scenery go by. Notice and name those thoughts. Take it one at a time. Can you try to let that thought be there for a few minutes without trying to do anything about it? You might say something like, "Oh, that's an interesting thought I just had. I wonder where that came from." Next, I want you to think about your values. How do they fit in? Maybe it's wanting to really savor food and eat when you're physically hungry and you aren't feeling physically hungry. Maybe one of your values is to be present and calm, and eating when you're stressed feels frantic and uncomfortable. You get to decide what your values are. The last step when you're feeling snackish is to choose. This part is about taking action. It might be doing something to remove yourself from an overwhelming situation and move your body a bit to relieve that restless energy. It might be that you need to take a hot shower and go to bed. Maybe calling a friend would be the most helpful thing for you right now. You are in the driver's seat and you get to decide. Now listen, friend, this might feel new and weird at first. That's okay. You're worth practicing this as you get more comfortable with it. Secondly, this is not a magic trick to just make our bad feelings go away. It's actually much more about being realistic of the fact that, guess what? It's normal to have some uncomfortable emotions sometimes. We all experience levels of stress, low moods, high moods, and everything in between. Being aware of them and letting them be what they are and not trying to fix everything all the time is what we're trying to practice here. Sometimes we go through extreme emotions or life circumstances, and reducing our snacking following a disaster may not be your priority, but taking care of yourself in that situation is. Through this practice, you're learning to honor and take care of yourself. Sometimes that means working on your stress snacking, but sometimes other things are your priority. After you get some practice with the emotion, and you want even more practical help to reduce snacking, check out my Quit Snacking cheat sheet by visiting the link in the description below. And drop me a line. I'm here to help. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more eating skills videos just like this one, Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.